South Korea's top court upheld a 17-year sentence imposed on ex-President Lee Myung-bak. He has been convicted of taking bribes from big companies, embezzling corporate funds of a firm he owned, and misusing official funds of the nation's intel agency. Kim Do-yeon has the details.
South Korea's Supreme Court decided to uphold the sentence handed down to former President Lee Myung-bak, 17 years in prison for embezzlement, bribe-taking, and other crimes. It also upheld fines worth around $11.5 million and the seizure of around $5 million in assets. In the original verdict in 2018, Lee Myung-bak was convicted of embezzling around $31.7 million through an auto parts company, of which he was found to be the real owner. The company also received money from Samsung, which the court considered a bribe. The original sentence from the district court was 15 years in prison along with fines, but with an appeal by the prosecution at the Seoul High Court, the sentence was increased in February by 2 years because the court found the bribes were in fact bigger. Throughout the proceedings, the defendant has denied the allegations, his lawyer on Thursday expressing anger as well.
This trial, from the investigation to the ruling, has completely disregarded South Korea's criminal laws and the soul of our constitution. It makes no sense to make a decision after reading 1,000 pages a day. If this isn't a rush trial, what is?
Because it's a decision by the Supreme Court, it's highly unlikely that the former president can get a retrial. Now, Lee Myung-bak will be going back to prison, having been out on bail during the appeal process. He might get a few days reprieve, though, considering how sensitive the case is politically. This makes him South Korea's fourth former president to be imprisoned for crimes they committed while they were in power, one of whom is Park Geun-hye, who's now 3 years into a 20-year sentence. Kim Do-yeon, Arirang News.